Greetings, maniacs, New Englanders, and everyone else tuning in. Obviously, if you're paying attention to the news, as of the filming of this, October 27th, 2023, there has been an awful incident of a mass shooter with mass casualties here in the state of Maine. In the area that I live in, the road that I drive on to get to work is the road where he was last seen on. So, just out of respect, I have been sheltering in place, and Lewiston especially, but most places around us are also just sheltering in place out of respect and to allow for easier movement. And then when there is movement, it's more obvious. I don't really want to focus on this. There's still so much speculation. There's still so much unknown. It's insane. Everyone always says it can't happen where you are, but it does. So I guess for other people just that haven't had it happen in their area yet, just see what happens in other areas and prepare for it, because you don't want to be this. Maine, I feel like we were innocent. No, everywhere is innocent that has a shooting, but what I mean is we were kind of idyllic, and we were kind of, I don't know, most of the problems of big cities don't reach us because our biggest city is like 60,000, 75,000 people. So big city issues don't typically come this far east or north. And now we're dealing with it. And in some cases, it just feels like we're so underprepared. Not with response from first responders or from the police or from FBI or from any of that. Just mentally. Like I don't know. That's what I meant. We felt like we were children and then our innocence was taken, and now things are going to be different. And I'm sure that's how it is in most areas that have a shooting. And it's just, the situation is tense. I guess I just wanted to film this video not because I had any facts to add, but maybe just to give a pulse on the situation for what it's like right here and right now in the surrounding area. It's very tense. The unknown, having not caught him and not knowing where he is he figuring he's going to get caught and so he's going to shoot up another place because he figures he's going to get caught and he might as well make more damage before he goes? Or is he fleeing state? Is he getting out of here, trying to start his life over with a new alias west of the Mississippi? I mean, he could fairly easily start over. So the unknown, it's terrifying. And then the shelter in place, it almost just seems better to stay at home, because Lewiston and Auburn, those are the areas where most of us would go to do shopping, to go for recreation, leisure. Even Portland, I've heard, it has stuff shut down out of respect. And then, there's snowmobile trails right here next to my house, and I love walking on them, especially this time of year in October. But snowmobile trails, that's what the locals, we keep talking about. If he disappeared, snowmobile trails are all connected through the state. You could get on a snowmobile trail, they're all connected. So there's a lot of unknown. So even just kind of casually walking your dog out, it has its unknowns, and it's kind of scary in the sense of you just don't know what could happen. And I keep hearing a lot of rhetoric about gun control, and it really is unfortunate that that's where the conversation has gone, because criminals are going to have guns regardless, and Even if we tried to round up all the guns right now, all the assault rifles to begin with, then criminals aren't giving those up. There will still be more. There will still be some. All you're doing is making law-abiding citizens defenseless. So the key takeaway from most people that I know in this area is they want to strap up. They want to not be defenseless. They want to not feel like pigs to the slaughter. They don't want their kids to be exposed to awful things. And so if they have a chance to strap up and defend friends, family, community, that's what's going to happen. And I understand that it's such a complicated issue, but this kind of violence doesn't happen in Maine. And we've been pro-guns since our inception and before. This kind of violence doesn't happen in Maine. We have a respect for guns. We have an understanding and a knowledge. Even people that don't grow up around guns typically know how to handle and be around a loaded gun, just because there's so many guns everywhere. Because Mainers hunt. It's a pastime, but it's also a livelihood for people. The butchers that skin the animals, I mean, if we don't take care of the deer population, we'll be overrun. So there's so many reasons why guns and hunting, and that is great. And especially with so much wilderness, we have large bears and other animals. And if you're out there walking with your dog and a pack of coyotes show up, a knife is not going to do it. So I guess I wanted to put an input while I kept hearing more and more rhetoric that we need to have red flag laws and we need to do these different things. The problem with red flag laws is who's in control of what the red flags look like, and how soon before those red flags become including yellow flags and including even some green flags. And what I'm getting at is it just keeps encroaching and encroaching and going further and further. And to be frank, I don't trust the government to be in control of who can and who cannot own a gun. I don't want them to have that control. Each state should have that control, and it's based on what we the people say. And if there are states out there that want to ban certain things, Colorado, that's for Coloradans to do. But that's not for Mainers. And we don't want to be held to those same kind of laws. Mainers, we have our own kind of laws, and we want to abide by those. And what's been really great seeing is just the camaraderie, the coming together. Most of us, because we're sheltering in home, in place, we haven't gone out to go and volunteer, but I think a lot of us are waiting until we know what we can do and how we can help, and we will. And we want to donate and just volunteer, because Mainers, we come together. So I wanted to do some recording today, but I knew that I couldn't ignore this, but I don't have anything factual to add, because what we know is what's on the mainstream media, and it's not that much. So I pray that this ends soon and that they find the sick son of a bitch that did this. And I hope they bring him in alive, because I want him to answer in front of us, and I want him to then pay in suffering for a long time in jail. That's just me personally. I know not everyone is about that, but actually, there has to be justice. So, this was a somber one. Hopefully, we have a happy one soon when the alleged Robert Card is arrested and brought to justice. So hopefully that happens soon. All right, until next time, y'all have a great day.